Dude, let me make one thing clear before you get yourself into this genre of music. I'm telling you, once you get into listening to Korean pop and enter that whole rabbit hole of it, you're not able to get out of it, bro. Nah, dog, literally, bro. You literally cannot get out of the K rabbit hole on some, like, not necessarily that, but I just had to make a reference to the movie industry, like the Alice in Wonderland movie franchise, because I was actually a fan of that, and especially the current one. I think it was in 2010, I guess. But it seems really ahead of its time, like it was released in the 2020s, because the CGI and the visuals and everything was just that ahead of its time. That's not the only Alice in Wonderland film I watched growing up. I think I did watch other versions of it as well. But yeah, let's get back to the main topic. It all started when curious old me got like an iPad from my mom. I think I think it was a tablet or an iPad. I think I was pretty much like being a brat at some point in my life, but the it seemed like screen time was the only solution to get me like to do something else, you know? Yeah, so I was definitely one of those screen time kids. I mean like just iPad or tablet kids. Um I'm trying to remember how old I was. I was like, what? I was really young. I don't think I was even in my tween stage yet. I was no, because it's actually gates kept so terribly that I can't even remember. I was maybe, let's see, when I was getting my tablets and iPads, the most was second or, yeah, second or third grade. Yeah, I was around that age. I was like 10 years old. So I got into K pop way before my tween or my teenage stage. It was already like pre downloaded music on that iPad. There were already like Western mainstream artists I discovered. And then a random K pop girl group popped up on my iPad and I was like, yo, their visuals don't only cut through, but they actually have really great vocals as well. And that's what drew me in because that I think that's literally the whole point of music, you know. I mean, I've listened to all these other kind of like contemporary art musics because it turns out that the whole music genre, the franchise itself, it's not just always going to be like these sweet melodic vocals all the time. I mean, if you listen to some African songs, it's not always going to be this sweet melodic shit. Yeah, like you can literally be stereotypical and say, yeah, there's going to be incantations, this and incantations that. Yeah, whatever. It's traditional. It's traditionality, you know. Um, what was that? So like, yeah, like my music sound was pretty much developed, and like my family might not like me for this, but practically my brother or my cousin, you know, like his dad, already affiliated to the music industry, he passed away. Bro had issues and stuff. I don't know. Whole life they've tried to paint this like picture of like a picture perfect family in a single parent household is fucking crazy. Yeah, it's not perfect. So I just like to like pull out that card that yeah, I already have like a relative, maybe a I don't know, a couple more relatives who are like tied to the music industry, and it's pretty much a flex, you know. Um I'm actually traumatized by K the whole K rabbit hole thing and it being a girl group, knowing that I was pretty much like tomboyish and forced out of my tomboyishness and to tap into my femininity more. And then the whole time I'm seeing a bunch of girly girls on my screen. And I'm nothing like that, but I was like, okay, feminine girl, girly girl out there, I see you, like, calm down. I actually will tap into my femininity because I actually wasn't a fag. I just was like, I just grew up around men more, like, working on talking about every day I stepped out. It's like men working on like machines and like what was that like electricians and like people who fix cars, like car washes and like uh mechanics and all, you know. So I mean, if my relationship with my dad wasn't as fucked up and I had a cool relative out here, we'd probably go fishing sometime because I'm just that much, you know, like I've just got this like tomboyish vibe to me, you know. Um oh, and let's not forget the influence of a movie industry. Like I've had certain influences like Jonah Hill and you know other famous American mainstream actors influence me. And it's not like they were fags just for doing so, you know. They were just, you know, there and like not every girly girl is like that, you know, like tomboyish, you know. Oh, and being that I already had like the physical stature, I was like, yo, like I'm just that dude, you know. And then I've just got to remember that sometimes, yo, the dude sitting right there in the chair actually has tits and a cunt. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's like the girly girls get really mad because it's like, oh fuck, she needs a makeover. And I've done that. I've done that just to please them already. Like I've actually like taken pictures with my tits out and stuff. But I know that's just it just like it really irks girly girls, like because they just kind of think I'm a lesbian. But it's like us, like girls like me are the safest to be around. Cause no, I'm not actually going to finger a random girl just because she's pretty. I'm actually like going to make her feel comfortable and she has to actually feel the vibe enough to feel comfortable around you because like sometimes you get with the boys too much and like they just like to like view from the lenses of the dude who actually has the tits and the cunt, and just like on some Mulan shit. Yeah. Um Diving into the whole K-pop rabbit hole, it's just a really scary place. Them bitches act like most of them just act like really weird. Some of them are actually hard. It's rare to find the hard ones. Most of them just be like on their girly shit, and it's cool. But the K-pop rabbit hole itself is very scary. Like the threats and the like mental deterioration of the individual. It's like them bitches actually crying out for help and shit. And I don't know if they even be putting curses up in their songs at this point to get this message out. Cause I guess the treatment of um, the K-pop idols in the industry itself can be pretty inhumane. I mean, I've seen a couple of videos where there's the whole process of the K training. Like you see how bitches actually have to learn how to do splits, and it's like, yo, like, how come you never stretched your whole life? I mean, when I was in, uh, maybe it was the autism in me, because I just recently realized that I'm actually on the spectrum, but I just realized that at in like first grade, I could already hit the split, you know, first or second grade, I could already hit the split. Yeah. Yeah, in first grade, I could already hit the split. No stretching or anything. I was just that autistic. I just had that in me, but it took me about 18 years of being on this planet to realize that I'm actually on the spectrum. And food was my main source of, like, you know how like autistic people just fixate on random things, random skills and stuff. I actually didn't do anything. I was just, like fixated on food for comfort and just like how it tasted. I don't know, sometimes you can actually like maybe develop some. Okay, practically, I'm like the less evolved autistic, like the one that's just supposed to, like give up on life and, like, but it happens that I'm actually the hyper aware kind. I'm very hyper aware. That's why, like, I started getting high and stuff because I was just that extremely hyper aware. And it turns out that autistic people can naturally fish out other autistics people, other just other autistics. Hmm, I don't know. I'm actually not self-diagnosing. Like, I don't think I have to actually take. I actually don't have to take the test, bro, to figure out if I'm on the spectrum. Because just by how I act, I think I think it should be pretty obvious that I'm right on there. And it's like, damn, like I'm on the spectrum and everything, and then I ended up in the K rabbit hole as well. And it's like I'm just sitting there and stuff, and it's like it's probably shit going down at the lair. It's like I feel like some bitch probably got so pissed off back at South Korea that they're like, you know what, bring this big fat old bitch right here. Like, yo, I'm like autistic and I wish I went and I wish I got a job and like made a movie with some friends. Yeah, I wish I got to make a movie with some friends, you know. But I guess they were just really scared of me because it seemed like I was going to like have sex with them. I'm actually not that wild. I'm actually very under control. I never got to make a like. I never got to make a movie. I don't see myself like fuck that fat fuck is back home. I'll just end it here.